Hey everyone! Have you ever wandered through a charming Italian town where time seems to stand still? This is exactly where we are going to bring you in today's video. And this town is really about to steal your heart just like it did mine. Somewhere along the Amalfi coastline, where the mountains kiss the sea, there lies a secret town, and today we will immerse ourselves in the magic of this Italian treasure. So, join us as we walk through the hidden alleys of this enchanting town to uncover its secrets. Here, you can almost hear the whispers of the past in the walls of this town. So follow me, let us make our way there and I will tell you everything you need to know about it. And if you love exploring hidden treasures just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our adventure, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. We are now making our way from Vietri sul Mare, where vibrant ceramics danced in the sunlight and the sea breeze whispered tales of the coast, and which we featured in our last video. And if you want to watch that video, click on the pop-out above, on the right corner of your screen. And even though we have left the Amalfi coast, you won't have to worry, as along the way, there are plenty of beautiful beaches you can stop by for a break, or for a swim. This is one of them. And we stopped here for a while, to show you just how beautiful it is. We are in the region of Villa Marari and the beach here is one of the highlights of the region. And this is a small town located in the province of Salerno, within the Campania region of southern Italy. Villa Marari is part of the municipality of Vibonati and is known for its laid-back atmosphere, beautiful beaches, and traditional Italian charm. However, we have to keep moving. As for today's video, we are going to explore Vibonati, and from here, this is a quick drive, as these two towns are only 2 to 3 kilometers apart. Leaving Villa Marari, we follow a small local road inland, gradually moving away from the coast. As we ascend slightly, you'll notice more greenery, with Mediterranean vegetation like pine trees and wildflowers lining the roadside. And the short drive offers stunning views of the surrounding hills. As we approach Vibonati, the town comes into view, perched on a gentle hill with its stone buildings and church towers rising above the landscape. The parking space here is tucked neatly into the hillside and offers easy access to the town's historic center. Furthermore, the multi-level parking is practical and well-maintained, with enough space to accommodate both locals and visitors. Upon parking, you step out and are immediately greeted by fresh mountain air and a serene atmosphere. The parking levels provide glimpses of the surrounding landscape, including the green hills that stretch toward the horizon. From here, it's just a short walk to the town's main streets. And as you exit the parking, you'll find well-marked paths leading you toward the historic center, where the narrow alleys, charming piazzas, and stone buildings of Vibonati await. The walk feels like a gentle transition from the modern conveniences of the parking garage to the ancient soul of the town itself, where history and simplicity come alive. Nestled on the foothills of the Cilento National Park and close to the Tyrrhenian Sea, Vibonati enjoys a picturesque setting that blends coastal and countryside beauty. The town is relatively small, only about 20 square kilometers, with a population of around 3,000 to 3,500 residents. And it covers a modest area and is known for its medieval architecture, narrow streets, and close-knit community. The size and population reflect its quiet, laid-back nature, ideal for travelers looking to explore a hidden gem away from busier tourist hotspots. Vibonati welcomes you with its narrow streets, historic architecture, and a sense of timelessness. And the town has a medieval layout, and as you enter, you'll pass through arches and under old stone walls that tell stories of centuries past. The town's peaceful atmosphere and historical charm make it an authentic Italian experience. Talking about Italian experience, let us explore it on foot, and by the end of this video you will be convinced that it is the perfect spot for travelers seeking an authentic, less touristy experience in southern Italy. This narrow street is known as Corso Umberto I and it is one of the main streets in Vibonati, lined with charming buildings, small shops, and local eateries. And we start right here, where 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 intersects with 𝐾𝐨𝐲'𝐭. And there is an arch bridge that seems too narrow for any car to pass through, and this is what we have to cross to get to the upper section of town. 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 is a quaint square below, and a few steps away, we are now near the Church of the Holy Trinity. Surrounding the church, you'll find quaint cobblestone streets, soft, pastel colors that blend harmoniously with the surrounding buildings, creating a picturesque scene that is quintessentially Italian. And we keep walking deeper into the old town, and the path ascends further. We are now on what is known as Via della Fontana. Further up, a sharp left turn brings us directly to the municipality of Vibonati, and right in front of it stands the Church of the Santissima Annunziata. Right here is another quaint piazza that serves as the heart of the town, and the facade of the church is adorned with intricate designs and a beautiful entrance that beckons you closer. The church features a mix of elegant stonework and traditional design, highlighted by decorative elements that capture the eye. The entrance is adorned with a beautifully carved archway, welcoming visitors into its sacred space. Vibonati is a town steeped in history, with roots dating back to ancient times. This charming village was originally settled by the Lucanians, an Italic tribe, and later influenced by the Greeks and Romans. Its strategic location made it a critical point for trade and military defense, with remnants of ancient walls still whispering tales of its past. One of Vibonati's secrets lies in its name, which is derived from the Latin word vibona, meaning vibrant or lively. This captures the spirit of a town that has endured through centuries, preserving its unique character and charm. Furthermore, its narrow streets, adorned with traditional architecture and colorful facades, tell the story of a community that values its heritage. At several points in town, you will be able to catch amazing sweeping views of the green hills that stretch toward the horizon. And what makes Vibonati particularly well preserved is the strong sense of local pride among its residents. They have worked tirelessly to maintain the town's historic sites and promote cultural initiatives, ensuring that future generations can enjoy its beauty. And that is why I say that walking through Vibonati feels like stepping back in time, where every corner holds a piece of history waiting to be discovered. So, if ever you explore this enchanting town, consider its historical significance and the efforts taken to preserve its legacy. Actually, have you ever visited Vibonati, or if not, a similar charming town? And can I ask, what stories did you uncover? Please, do share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. The truth is, your feedback not only enriches our journey but also helps us explore more hidden gems like Vibonati. We are still walking along 𝐾𝐨𝐲 and we are slowly making our way uphill. The pathway is narrow, but there are two things that definitely made our adventure even more special. Firstly, just look at the weather, it feels like we are right in a postcard. And the best of all, on this particular day, at that particular time, the town was almost empty, as if we had it all to ourselves. Unless you take into account that cute cat that has been following us for a while. Around the butcher's shop known as Marshalleria da Mario, we made a right turn onto Via Sant'Antonio, and the atmosphere shifts to a quieter, more intimate part of Vibonati. The narrow path opened up to a grand, wide staircase, stretching before us, leading upward with a sense of majesty and anticipation. The stone steps are worn smooth by time, evidence of countless footsteps over the centuries. As we arrive at the sanctuary of Sant'Antonio, the atmosphere is almost serene, and the sanctuary is nestled in a tranquil part of the town, surrounded by a mix of open skies and distant green hills that seem to roll endlessly beyond the horizon. You can feel the weight of history here, with the quiet cobblestone paths leading up to the church, and a few olive trees gently swaying in the breeze. Nearby, The Casa Pastorale, or pastoral house, is located and it serves as a residence for priests or clergy members associated with the church. Its architecture reflects the traditional style of the area, with stone walls and classic Mediterranean design elements. The church itself stands with humble elegance, its facade adorned with simple, yet striking architectural details, and originally built centuries ago, it is a place of pilgrimage for locals, honoring Saint Anthony Abate, known as the protector of animals and agriculture. As always, we'd love to know what you think. So, would this be a place you'd visit? Leave your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. The pastoral house is also often used for various church-related activities and meetings, contributing to the local community's religious life. We are not able to visit the interior of this church, but we read that inside, the church houses simple yet meaningful religious art, with statues and frescoes that tell stories of faith. If you have had the chance to visit this church, please do leave us a comment, and let us know how was your visit. As we leave the church, we begin our descent back toward the heart of Vibonati. But, this time, we choose a different route, one that takes us through even narrower pathways and staircases, winding like a labyrinth around the town's ancient stone buildings. The pathways are so narrow that at times it feels like you could reach out and touch both walls at once. The cobblestone streets beneath our feet are well worn from centuries of footsteps, and the occasional burst of bougainvillea adds vibrant color to the muted tones of the stone. The atmosphere is serene, with the occasional echo of distant conversation or the scent of freshly baked bread drifting from a nearby window. From some elevated spots, you can catch glimpses of the shimmering Tyrrhenian Sea in the distance, stretching out endlessly under sun. The staircases twist and turn, taking us past small archways and hidden courtyards, where locals might quietly sit or tend to plants. Every corner feels like a discovery, and it's easy to lose yourself in the town's charm as the maze-like alleys offer views down the hills toward the sea, glimpses of rooftops, and distant mountains. To be frank, we had no idea where exactly we were, only that we were walking in the right direction, back towards the town center. At times, we made a turn only to find out that it was a dead end, or that the path simply ended right at someone's doorstep. But all that did not matter at all, because let me tell you this. In all fairness, it's a tranquil, almost cinematic scene, with the quiet charm of Vibonati and the natural beauty of the landscape blending seamlessly into one another. And finally, as we near the municipality, the town opens up again, and we're back in the more familiar streets of Vibonati. We are still surrounded by history, beauty, and the authentic feel of a place deeply connected to its past. We descend further and soon reach the bridge that connects the two sides of town, and this time we crossed over to the other side, leading further downhill. As we walk, here is some more information about Vibonati. As you may notice from the surroundings, it is an agricultural town, and it is located northwest of Sapri, and in our next episode we will be visiting Sapri, so remember to subscribe, if you have not done so, and if you do not want to miss this upcoming video. It sits on a thin, elongated ridge that shapes the layout of the town, nestled between two valleys, and the first recorded mention of Vibonati dates back to 1415 when it was granted to Marcello, Count of Ravellaux. The majority of the population is Catholic and it has two parishes, Saint Anthony Abbot in Vibonati and Mary Most Holy of Porto Salvo in Villamare. Vibonati is known as the town of portals due to the many ornate doorways that line its streets. And while the town's old defensive walls no longer exist, a small tower remains, now part of the Church of the Holy Trinity. One more thing, the town's devotion to Saint Anthony Abbot is deep-rooted, with annual celebrations from January 8th to 17th that attract people from all over the Gulf of Policastro. And up until the post-World War II period, Vibonati held local importance as the site of a royal registry office, courthouse, and prison. Well, That wraps up our delightful journey through Vibonati, and whether you're exploring the historical sites or simply soaking in the breathtaking views, this town is a must-see and deserves a spot on your travel list. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures. Your support means the world to us, and we love hearing from you. And guess what? Next week, we're heading to the beautiful towns of Sapri and Maratea. So mark your calendars and join us as we uncover even more treasures along the stunning Italian coast. Until then, keep exploring and stay curious. And see you next week.